they say now, we don't practice hard. We really play hard in the game.
I'm still cooking up the basement. I'm need some saving, and I'm ready for the action. Cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocky shows? What happened to spin flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We can take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You don't need someone to hold me. They gonna hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me.
He thought it was just
nothing's for certain, but this I know.
Before practice, he was go outside. Walk outside. Was great. Everybody take a deep breath. Like, enjoy this. Enjoy it here. But some of you motherfuckers don't believe it makes you enjoy this here. Like, when you prep it up here, it's nice and sunny. Shit. Wait, you think I'm fucking with you? I just had to put my hand on top. Fucking guys want to be in Cleveland. You know what? I'm not gonna be here alone. So I did it all the way to the end of the season. What you think I said? I never want to do that ever again. How do you affect the it really doesn't matter. The players don't make you great.
Talk, but he not on the stairs. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the bitch and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave the know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Running like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands out here, make it come treat it. Spin it like it, come beat it. I want the new it in the machine out. Jewelry be called like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven it, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand out, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Once more, Montgomery. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
This Jet defense so far is standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal.
Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st down, Fields locates Mooney on the out route.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
Down to about the 37.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Now Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jets at 9-1 on the year, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
Damn, bro.
They will score a pick 6 touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. The defender turning into an offensive player so as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
I know a lot of fuck open.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. Touchdown, Jets. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take. At the 45-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Open man is Uzomah. And some room to work. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
This is trying to break me. Are you trying to move?
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Zerline connects on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Now Chandler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Chandler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point.
He knocks
it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And an update from our nation's capital in D.C. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And it's Washington out to an early lead.
And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Throw left side complete. That's Oliver. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Fields on first down.
Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
I didn't even see the next
open. Come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zerline.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have...
Man, I just gave him 3 points.
35-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A good pickup there at 22.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before the break. Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball,
my fault.
They got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start on the ground here on first down. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action with Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second and 4.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On third down, Wilson.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On third down, here's Hall. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Wilson to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run with Hall. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They run it with Chandler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Touchdown! C.J. Uzomah, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
So good with the PAT. And that will increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fields now to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown,
Yeah,
Chicago.
Velus Jones,
40 yards.
and the Bears get a bit closer.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Move slow.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The offense on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
From 13 yards out.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Now, they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35.
He did a wheel route.
He'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away.
Oh, yeah,
he didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Got an open man. It's Pringle.
Man, it's hard to get his ass beat.
Byron Pringle, 31 yards.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Old bitches.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Chandler. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Running left, it's Hall. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 117 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. At the line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this was pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers.
6 in the morning, like, came here at 6 o'clock, cut on TVs. Like, watching movies, like, what's up with you, man? I said, bro.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is. All those high
You got the bag closed?
What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?
Until I say it's done, I say that money don't no better. So I say the I say we done. I say the money on no better. What happened? Who I got next week? The Vikings. I gotta worry about Justin Jefferson. These niggas ain't losing. Until I say saying my money, you know, I gotta go back to that. What time it is? The gym crew ain't hit me up yet. I don't think so.
Who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics.